COVID has become, it is now back. The cases are up. If I do a Friendsgiving, I got to get COVID tests for everybody. If they come over, because I've decided to stay in LA for another year, and we got a house for a year. And if people come over now, I have to test them for corona. This is what you have to do now. If you have an event at your house, you got to set up an ER in the house for people. You got to set up IV bags. You have a full thing. So what I'm doing is I got to figure out like how to get a doctor or a nurse to sit outside my home and do rapid COVID tests for everybody that wants to come in and eat meatballs or whatever. And I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You got to be responsible. But it adds money, it adds whatever, but you got to do it. I want to invite, here's what I want to do with the Friendsgiving. Go with me on this. Here's what I want. I want this guest list. Ready? Nelk. Barry Weiss. She likes the show.
Yes.
I want Barry Weiss. Mm-hmm. Right? The Nelk kids that blow up cars and stuff. Barry Weiss. Ryan Phillippe, fan of the show.
Yes.
90s heartthrob, early 2000s heartthrob, fan of the show. Jeff Garland, fan of the show.
Yes.
Have him there. Mm-hmm. Okay? Now we need diversity. We talked about this. We can't, and what if we flew in Candace Owens to come to the Friendsgiving? I want to reach out to her manager and go, I will pay Candace Owens $10,000. I will, thank you, patrons. This is where your money's going. I will fly Candace Owens and have Candace Owens and Nelk recreate the George Floyd incident.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes or yes? Yes. And Barry Weiss will write an article and say that it's okay. This is the Friendsgiving that I would like. I'm asking if this is possible. I'm not saying that I want a Friendsgiving. My parties are not for people to get drunk and have sex and enjoy each other's company. I want an awkward time where people that don't like each other and shouldn't like each other suffer. That's why I want to fill the room with like controversial people and then retards and then literally just see what happens, like YouTubers and conservative pundits and far left people and just a nightmare where it's not fun and no one understands why they're there and no one understands why I put them there. That's what I want. Like the Nelk parties are fun, right? Mm-hmm. Tits are out, full send. Everyone's like enjoying themselves. Mm. I can't explain to you how I want my party to be the opposite of that. I want Barry Weiss in the kitchen, like arguing with Ethan Klein about something. Trying to find common ground. I don't know. Mm-hmm. They'll probably find it. But that's what I would like. I would like that. That's what I want. I want Cody Ko and Candace Owens to discuss the appetizers. I want Ryan Phillippe to be there and to have a discussion with, I don't know, James Baker. We can't get him. Yeah. We know his granddaughter. But that's the type of party I want. A sexless, awkward, stilted, anxiety-producing, strange, hellish, pointless thing that amuses me. I just want to be amused for a few hours if I spend the money. I just want to be amused. That's all I want. So there's all these Hollywood Hills parties that are like super cool. I just want eggplant parmesan, and people discussing the election. And I want it divided between like YouTubers who don't know that an election happened and like people that have been canceled. I'll get everybody. I will have a karaoke party with Barry Weiss and Crystalia, yes or yes? Barry Weiss, Crystalia, Brian Callen, Candace Owens, Tim Dillon, the Nelk people, karaoke. Maybe Don Jr. And Kimberly Guilfoyle. Just awkward. People are paranoid that they're going to be canceled if a photo leaks.
Right.
They don't want to be. They're upset that they're there. That's what I want. If I'm going to do a Friendsgiving, it's going to be, I want it to be that. Something that gets people going, who is that? Who is that? I want to look at a corner of the room and see Steve Bannon explaining the conflict with China to Jake Paul. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see that happen. That's fine. And then I can leave LA. I'm like going to do another year here. But I only want to do a year here if I could just kind of create these moments that just amuse me. They don't matter. It's not going to matter. Who cares? No one's going to care. I just want to be amused because I think life is a joke. Because it is. So I just want to behave in a manner that is like that. And I want to throw events that are like that. I just want to throw events that are like that. You know? Where people from all walks of life, but really the same walk of life, which is narcissism. That's truly what it is.
Right.
All of the people I mentioned, as different as they are, they're addicted to themselves and they're addicted to attention. And I think putting them in a room and serving them food that's much better than they can even appreciate. And people in LA, nobody knows anything about good food. I mean, it would be a waste, right? It is a waste. I could serve them cat food and go get Oscar's dish and pass it around. They'd go, yeah, God. But that's the type of event that I would like to do.